Welcome to Be the Boss, where we empower you to put on your big girl panties, tap into your inner goddess, and regain your power. Join me as I dive deep into mindset training, expansion, and business topics as I deliver them to you in bite-sized, fluff-free episodes every week. Welcome to Be the Boss. I'm Tasha Cavaco, and this is episode 8. So today we're going to talk something different I had planned. I actually re-recorded this because the previous episode of this was how. So I'm calling this one How 2.0 because I really felt like it needed a follow-up episode. I mean, we talked about how I got started and all that, but How 2.0 is going to be like getting down to the nitty-gritty, the dailies, the monthly, the yearly. So that was the biggest question that I got was how. And then it was followed up with questions, which inspired me to record this episode of, okay, well, what do you do every day? I get asked that a lot. How is your day planned out? How does your day actually look? Some days it looks like a hot mess. Honestly, this week has been a tough one. I've been so fatigued. I've been just not 100% motivated. And it's really killing me. You want to talk about something that bothers me or sets me down the spiral is feeling like I didn't get things done and that I failed. That's my spiral right there. So how do I plan out my days? How do I plan out my week? How do I plan out my year? How do I do it from a startup business standpoint and just a life standpoint? So the thing is, if everyone knew exactly how, or the first steps to retiring and being a multimillionaire at the age of 40, we would all be doing it, right? Exactly. So instead of setting like one big goal and then thinking about the first step, I want us to go backwards. I want us to rewire ourselves. And I want to talk to you about something that I did within my community. I did for those who took my course, my money course. And what we did was we made a planner. We made our money mindset, money matrix planner. And this was a planner that laid out our year. And by what I mean by lay out our year is what we did is we looked at what our big picture goal was from a year from now. So whether that's in your life or your business, think of that goal. You write that goal down. And how we do this is instead of taking one chunk goal and going from step 1, we take that chunk goal and we go backwards and go from step like 101. So big goal for the year. Then you take what it would take to get to that goal in a year. What does that look like? For me, being a top leader in my company a year from now, what is that going to look like? What am I going to be doing if I am that? I'm going to be running, meetings every week. I'm going to be having my Zoom calls. I'm going to be having my small group team meetings. I'm going to be having team meetups. I'm going to be doing trainings. I'm going to be doing some touch-ups to my website. I'm going to have a smooth and easy transition to how to get to my website. I'm going to have a social media filled with content that bring value to people's life. I'm going to embody this. If I am this, then this is all the steps that it's going to look like. This is what that position, that goal looks like. So whatever your goal is, whether it be a house, this is the house we're going to have in a year. Okay, well, what does that look like? Okay, we're going to have this much money to put down on that house because this house is A, B, C, this much. And this is going to be how much we're going to have saved. We're going to have 40 grand saved in our account for that down payment. We're also going to have our credit at such and such amount because this is the loan we're going to have. You get where I'm going. You're going to dissect what does that year goal look like? What does it look like? What do you need to be doing? What do you already have? Then embody that. So you want to start doing that now. That year goal, you want to start being that now. You want to step up and look like that leader now. You want to step up and get that credit report, that money started to be saved now. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to break it down further. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to 9 months. 9 months, what will you need to do in 9 months to get to that year goal? What is that? So that's 3/4 of the way. So if your plan was to save 40 grand, then at 9 months, I need to have 30 grand saved. And if I wanted to reach this part of my company that I needed to do $100,000 of sales, I'm going to need to be at $75,000 of sales. You get my drift. So you're working backwards. You're going to go backwards with this action planning. You're going to do this for 9 months. You're going to do this for 6 months. You're going to do this for 3 months. You're going to do this for 1 month. And then you're going to drop down and do it for your week, what you need to be doing. So each time you're looking at where you need to be at there. So it's working backwards. Instead of looking up at the hill, we're going to be at the top of the hill looking down of how we got there, that process. Then you're going to go all the way down until daily. And this is where I want you to get nitty gritty. I want details with everything else, but this is where you're really going to get nitty gritty on what are you going to do? What are you committed to doing daily every day to reach that first week goal? So whatever it was that you put for a week from now, you need to dissect it and see what you're going to do. Is it every day I'm going to do work on a training that I took, or I'm going to do work on a training I'm creating. I'm going to actually build some content for my business. If I'm wanting in a week from now to announce my business, that's my goal. And in a week from now, I'm going to announce my new startup. Guess what I'm going to need to do every single day this week? I'm going to need to get that content going on for social media. I need to get on Canva. I need to do some great graphics and bring value. Okay, well, what's value? I'm going to bring value in whatever it is in my life that I think would help other people and wrap that in a bow with your business. Making 3 meaningful contents on your social media every week. So this week, I'm going to come up with 3 really good content, value-filled posts for the week. Whatever it may be, if that was the house goal. You know what? This week, I'm going to get my pre-qualification together. I'm going to see where we're at and where we need to be, because in a week from now, I want to have all my papers lined up to get that house, or whatever it may be. Do it now. What are your daily goals now for that big goal at the end? I'm going to download the app Credit Karma, and I'm going to see where I'm at, because I know where I need to be in a year from now. I know what they told me my credit score needs to be. I know what my down payment needs to be on that type of house that I want. So I'm going to download this app, and I'm going to see exactly what I need and where I need to be at and how much work I need to do. Those are what I'm saying by daily tasks, daily goals. Something that are non-negotiables that every day you need to do to get to that next step. Once you get to that next week, you think, okay, what do I need to do every single week to get to that month? So you work backwards so that you can work forward. This goes into diving even deeper. I'm going to talk about time blocks. I'm a busy mom. I have another job. I have 2 jobs. I want to do the startup business. I just feel like I don't have time and I'm running in circles. I get it. Believe me, there are days that I still am going in circles. And then I think like, hold up, where are my time blocks? And what time blocks are there little increments? You could do 15 minutes, 4 15 minutes, or 3 20 minutes. Do time blocks in your day where you have 15, 20 minutes, either 3 or 4 times a day, where you block that time and have intentional business planning, intentional goal setting, intentional, deliberate tasks that you're doing. And how you know what you're doing is you go back to that daily sheet of all those tasks and you have them written down. That's how you be intentional, is you write them down, you put it to paper, and then that's your intention. This is what I'm going to do. And you block 15 minutes 4 times a day, and you say, this is what I'm going to do it. So today, for me, I need to get another podcast episode up. I need to record that. I need to get some paperwork for someone that wants some information about the business, somebody that wants to be a part of my team. I need to get that paperwork together and put it in a nice little bow and send it her way. And I need to make sure that I am getting my newsletter up and going today. So those are 3 tasks that I think could take about 15-20 minutes each. And guess what? Each 15-20 minutes, I'm going to work on that intentional task. They change every day. I have different things. Sometimes they change within the day. Something becomes more of a priority and I need to put that action for that time block. But it's having the plan of knowing what I need to do. And how you know what you need to do is by looking at your planner. Look at your backwards year planner, however you want to call it. You can call it your money mindset planner, your abundance planner. How are you going to get to that goal of a year by taking all the steps today, blocking that time if you don't have an abundance amount of time right now? And that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not going to get there. It's okay. You will get there. Because with intention, you could do more with 15 minutes of intention than 5 hours of not knowing what you're doing. Sometimes I feel like, and one day, I'm like going in circles. I'm literally walking around in circles around the house, doing multitasking that's like just burning me out because it's not multitasking with intention. I'm literally doing 5 things at once, not finishing any of them. Literally, none of them got finished. And if I just was intentional, I would have gotten 1 at a time done. So that's how we take like that big, giant goal and we break it down into these bite-sized action plans that I talk about. Everybody's action plans are different. Everybody's schedule's different. So they're going to be different for you personally, depending on what you need to do. Whatever your business startup is or your year goal is, reach out to those who are doing it. So you've never bought a house before? Talk to somebody who has. You've never started up a business before? Talk to somebody who has. If anything that I'm doing I've already done that you feel, you know what, I'd like to ask her a question on how she did that, ask me. I would love to do one-on-one coaching with anybody who wants that on startup businesses, daily schedules. You set time aside for me, I will set time aside for you. I promise you that. If you set a deliberate intention of time to talk and kind of collaborate on things, see where you're at in any questions that you have, because bottom line is you already have all of it in you. You already have all the capability, all the knowledge, all the drive, the motivation. It's all in you. It's just like sifting through and getting it out. Once you take that like gold pan, you remember those little like gold pans that you dip in the sand and the water and then you'd shake it and you get all the gold out? The gold's there. You have all the gold in you. You literally just need to dip that pan in the water and the sand and sift out all the gold nuggets. I promise. They're in there. And if you don't know how to do it, you put your pan in and you get too much water or too much sand and then you shake it too hard. You're too hard on it. You shake it all around and all the gold falls out. And you just need to know like what's the best way to like extract these gold nuggets. Ask. I promise I will set time aside for you. If you want more detailed and more customized, I should say, path and goal setting. Because everyone's journey is different. Everyone's goals are different. Everyone's business is different. And I promise you, there are people out there that will help you. Nothing I've done is alone. I've collaborated and got great ideas from other people. I've come up with my own ideas by just hearing other people. Constantly listen to building you up a good audio. Read good books, business building books. Talk to the right people. Surround yourself with the right circle. I'm telling you. If you're not growing in your circle, then you need a different circle. If it's not challenging you, then you need a different circle. Start implementing these things in your life as well. Not just your priorities, your planner, your prosperity abundance planner, but start thinking about your life choices that you surround yourself with every day. Are these going to get me further or are these going to hold me back? Start there. Ask for help. Plan out your year. Do it backwards. Start from the top, look down at the bottom, see how you got there. Embody that now. And do every day intentional time blocks. And I promise you, you'll be there before you know it. Thank you for listening to Be the Boss. Don't forget to subscribe. I wouldn't be in this place in life if I didn't take the leap and start my business with the magic. If you're interested in taking that leap or want to tap into an amazing community of like-minded entrepreneurs that decided to be their own boss, I will sponsor you for a month free for you to tap in and see what it's all about and have a lifelong business at your fingertips. That's it for now. Love and light, Tasha.